afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this planet, guys. Welcome to another episode of Straight TV, baby. What is up? What is up, Roberts Richards? Straight TV, baby. Yeah, man. Theta is gonna pump. Bitcoin buy giant. How are you, brother? God's creation, Aventus, Vic Baines, Brudge. How's everyone, man? Okay, make sure to hit that like. I know you all did. What is happening with Bitcoin? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay. The title of the video: huge, massive crypto pump is about to come. Okay? It's going to be huge. I'll tell you why I'm saying so. Let me know if my voice is good. Great. Can you hear my voice and everything is good? Okay, let's start. Okay, Bitcoin, what is happening? Again, I am not worried about Bitcoin. The focus is on altcoins, but let's just see what the mothership's about to do, okay? Or what we can foresee it happen, you know, in the near future. So Bitcoin, this is the 4 hours chart. I feel that Bitcoin could be heading short-term predictions are difficult, but we can try to make it, okay? See what's happening with Bitcoin. You see this? My focus is on this line. You know, at some point, Bitcoin will come for a pullback, something like this, you know, will happen. But is it now or later? That's the question, okay? But right now, I'm bullish. Even if we went down to 110, I'm not worried, you know. We could go back up, straight back up like this, you know, to 129, 130. That's the range I'm looking at. We could get a vertical candle, you know, straight up to 129, 130 before the month ends. And this is when I get a little bearish, you know, for Bitcoin, specifically for Bitcoin. Once we reach 129 to 135, how far the week can go, I don't know, but that's what I'm looking for right now. In the short term, if we go any lower than 110, then I would get a little concerned or worried, you can say. But as of now, I think we are going to 129, 130, and it'll be massive. You know, it'll be straight up push. It won't be jerking you around like the way it has been doing all this time. It'll be straight up move for Bitcoin. Okay. And I do see in the future some sort of pullback in Bitcoin, which could lead to these ranges. For me, 105, 103 is a critical level. I think we will come at some point. We're going to come to that level, 103, 105. If we pass that, then we are looking at even lower, you know, 94, 97. Yes, those levels. But as of now, 130, 129 to 135. That's what I'm looking for Bitcoin. But it's possible. I'll draw a scribble so you're able to see what I mean by this. Go up, you know, like that. Go sideways for a little while before we start to come down. You know, in September, right? In October, this is what I expect, right? Something like this. And then we start going up to the next level, okay? And it's a healthy correction, you know, but you'll be like, what is going to happen to altcoins? Altcoins, I am bullish. No matter if Bitcoin does this move, I am still bullish on altcoins. Why did the music stop? Okay, so here I am. That is Bitcoin. Okay, as of now, I am bullish. You could see a huge candle that goes up. Let's do it on a 4-hourly chart. So Bitcoin, a massive move up and then sideways action until altcoins pump. That's why I'm expecting a huge, massive pump for altcoin. Again, the focus should right now be on altcoins. I'll give you a reason why I'm very bullish on altcoins. I'm looking at this chart of others. It's at $306 billion, okay? Man, when this thing gets out of this zone, look at this zone right here. The moment we get out of this zone, it's going to get crazy. Even this zone, okay? Even this zone right there. As soon as we get out of this zone, it's gonna get crazy, okay? And where do I think we are going? We are at $306 billion. We need to hit between 1.5 to 1.6 trillion dollar. Okay, and that can happen by the end of the year or Q1. And that is massive, man. It's 306 billion. That's it. Okay? And in every market, you know what has happened here? It feels long. Whatever happened here, right there, you know, what we witnessed right there. We are not new to this. If you look, the same thing happened right here. It's the sideways action. You come back to the same price. You feel like nothing is moving. Nothing is moving and everything is dead. You come back to the same price after, you know, year and a half, 2 years being in the market. You come back. You get dejected, right? So the kind of feeling you get, you'd be like, what the hell, man? You know, my portfolio is right where it was in 2023, right? Right here. You were more or less, you know, only a few cryptos have pumped. Rest are at the same position. So that's what happened, right? As soon as we start move from here, where is it going to go? Okay, look. 618 right there. Okay, this was 618. Same. I think it's gonna repeat the same move again. Same move. These people who manage the market are like lazy. You know, they be like, just copy paste. So I would say 1.5 to 1.6 trillion. If you go a little bit further up, yeah, 1.5, 1.6 trillion dollars. That's where I think we are going. And it's just a matter of when, okay? The wait is almost over. Why is this thing stopping? Every time I have to, it should be on a loop. Why is the music stopping? Okay, let's do Shrey. Oh, I have not logged in. It logged me out. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Saved. Okay, we should be good now. Okay. So here we are. So I am, this is where I'll be taking profits. And it's not going to be, I feel it's going to be vertical. Okay. The move up there is going to be vertical. As soon as we break, there will be small pullbacks, but nothing crazy. Okay. Nothing crazy. You go up and you get like small pullbacks. Okay. Nothing like long what we witness here or here. Okay. Nothing like this is going to come until we reach 1.5, 1.6. So any flash crash or any BS that happens in between, it is just to shake you. Okay. Just to shake you. Don't get shaken off, and don't feel dejected. That pump's going to be massive. Okay. All our patience is going to pay off. Right now, psychologically, you must be down, depressed. Don't be, man. A new beginning, a new pump is coming. Okay. And we are very, very close. Very close. Just don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Take profits. Take profits. And at the same time, you have to be balanced to not get out early. Okay. Nothing on the channel is a financial advice, just my opinion. I'm some guy on the internet who loves crypto and my crypto bros and the hoes. What's up? Bro, you're awesome. Can you please look at Atom Cosmos? Possible top 50 bucks. Thanks for the 20 though. Bitcoin Baijan. Thank you, brother. Steve, how are you, Steve? Man, everyone's back. Steve, you've long, man. You've been long. I haven't seen you for a while. You're coming back from the woods. Adam is right here. Look. Okay, I already have the chart ready, man. So the next move for Adam, you can see it, right? That's what I expect for Adam. Big move for Adam. Right there. Straight up. 150 to 170% move for Adam. It'll go straight up like candle, weekly candle that'll close right here. But a big move for Adam is coming. Cosmos. Bro, it's ready. Okay. Maybe like 30x, Ray. It just sounds unbelievable right now, right? Your mind's not able to comprehend. It's like, how is this even possible, right? Like, look at this. It's sitting at fucking $4 or $5 for such a long period of time, It feels like for infinity. But when it goes up fast, man. It goes up fast. Okay, let's look at the coins that I have mentioned on our live that I'm gonna go on and look. Let's look at the whole market. Let's look at Link. Let's look at Link. What is happening with Chainlink? This is a blue chip, okay? Chainlink is a blue chip, okay? Massive consolidation. But where do I think it's gonna go? That's where we are going, okay? How it's going to happen, that I don't know, but I know we are going to get a new all-time high. It's going to go above 50, above 100, possibly 200. So yeah, man, Chainlink is ready. It's forming a W pattern. See, like a W. Whenever you see something like this, boy oh boy, like that. Okay, Chainlink is ready. Massive consolidation, W pattern, ready to go. New all-time high for Chainlink coming soon. New all-time high. Okay, and it's going to be fast because we have done the consolidation. Okay, it has done its due diligence. Now it's time to rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. I'm being conservative when I say $100 to $200 Chainlink, but that is happening. We call Chainlink right here. Okay. You know, all the moves, we've been right on all the moves. Okay. It's going to happen. So Chainlink, $100 to $200. It's sitting at $25 right now. 25. Solana, SOL. What's happening with Sol? What's happening with my soul buddies? Soul buddies. Look, I do think at some point as soon as Sol gets out here, you know how Sol's gonna be like that crypto that nobody even notices that it's creeping up. That's how it's going to creep up. You know, 5%, 2%, 5%, 2%, like that. It'll just keep on going up until $600. Okay, that's what I think. Till $600 to $800, it's gonna go up until, you know, it crashes or a big drawdown would come. You know, like that, possibly like that before it does one more move up. But until $500 to $600, I'm not worried. All I see is just up move for Solana, but it'll be a gradual move. You know, like just like this, just like here where nobody realize, you know, how it moves. See, every day it moves just a little bit, and it goes up. So expect Solana to move like this. Okay, creeping up. You know, you wouldn't even realize that it has gone to $600. It's sitting at what, $200 right now? Yeah, you wouldn't even realize. And possibly, you know, I like this channel, and I think at some point it's gonna hit that channel. That's why I have a $1,000 Solana target, $800 to $1,000 possible. But will I wait? You know, when I give targets, that don't mean that I'm gonna wait until that happens. You know, I'm gonna get out of the market way earlier than anybody else. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna leave money on the table, but I'm gonna get out. And just like the wait for us has been so long, the wait downwards will be long as well, because I don't think the market's gonna crash, especially big cryptos like that are gonna come down straight like that. No, not like that. What's going to happen, I think, you know, just giving an example right here. So what usually happens with the large cap cryptos like that, you know, it goes up and, you know, it just forms a big massive consolidation like that up, and something bad happens in 2028, you know, 2029, and then, you know, this is what I expect, something like this. So expect a huge consolidation, and it'll keep you guessing that we're gonna go up, we're gonna go up more, right? And, you know, then we are going to crash. The wait is going to be long, but, you know, just 2-3 years, just forget, you're like, wash your hands and go. It will make you feel like, you know, what the fuck, man? You know, I'm out of the market. I'm always stressed, you know. The fear of missing out. A lot of people are going to hang in there, and that's how they will see their downfall. Okay. So that's what I think for Solana. You know, it'll creep up on you and you won't even realize that it's sitting at $600. $600. A lot of consolidation right there. See? So $500 to $600 Solana is coming. $500 to $600 Solana. It's sitting at $200 right now. Jut B, please can you update AIOZ? Yeah, Jut, how are you, brother? You didn't logged in, Raj. On what? Okay. So Jut B is my Patreon. Guys, if you don't know, I posted, you know, about the crash that we went through, and I am going to post on the Patreon when I'm getting out or doing stuff. Look, this was the March, you know, several cryptos are going to drop 60 to 75% just like XYO. So if your crypto has pumped hard, then take profits and wait for the drop. This is a warning. Sorry to spoil the party. I could be wrong, but this is what the charts are telling me. We may be a couple of weeks or a month away from a big crash. This was posted on March 10th. Okay, March 10th. You know what happened after that. Okay. So, you know, I traded this market and it helped me get ahead. Okay, you just need to make one right decision and you're fine. You make like 10 wrong moves, say for example, right? One right, boom, you know, you're done. But capital preservation is the key. I believe what is going to happen in 2028 and 2029 will be, oh, you know, like this stuff is going to look, what happened in March 2020 is going to look like having good times. All these, you know, the lockdowns and all that will seem like a good times. So even little money you have, little money, capital preservation, right? Cash, right? All the banks are going to topple. You have your money in the banks. If the bank is gone, then what? Right? So what I'm doing, I'm buying treasury bonds, United States treasury bonds. That's what I'll be buying from my cash. When I take some money out, I'll put some money in few banks that I don't think are probably going to collapse, but I'm not taking a chance. I'm going to have a certain portion of my portfolio into treasuries. I don't care how much yield they give me. I just don't want my money to go zero. You know, they'll be like, oh, banks are FDIC insured, $250,000. What about if the insurance company goes belly up? You know, things are going to be so bad that probably, you know, in AIG, they had to bail out AIG in 2008 crisis. AIG is one of the biggest banks, right? Insurance company. So, yeah. Gold, silver, again, everything's going to drop. Gold, silver, real estate, stocks, crypto, everything will drop, okay? So, depends on your greed level. I feel there will be two pumps, okay? Two pumps. And some cryptos, just give you an example. Just look at others, okay? Last time, what happened? Here's a great example. We had a massive pump, right? We pumped in this region. I'll give you an example of Theta, right? A lot of cryptos, when I say two pumps, I call, say we are here right now. In the cycle, we are here somewhere, right? In sideways action, and then we pump. This is the first pump. The first pump, and then a huge drop where majority crypto is going to drop 75 to 80%. And there will be another pump like that, okay? Where a few cryptos are gonna pump, but the first drop's gonna be 75 to 80%. I'll give you an example. This is others chart. That means all the cryptos except top 10 cryptos, okay? Top 10 cryptos. And it won't be identical like this, you know? How I portray this thing is it's going to be even more confusing than the last time. So we go to this level, right? First drop, 75%. Okay. Then we go up, second drop. Then we go up, third drop. Then you go up, fourth drop. You know, there will be massive crashes, okay? But you don't know when to get out. This is the first big move that we go up to 1.5, 1.6 trillion dollars. After that, because they will not print identical cycle. This time they had like two tops, right? Last time they had only one top, right? So everything topped at the same time. And I think the altcoins topped in the second month. This is second month, January. Bitcoin topped in December, I think, you know, in 2018. So this time around, they'll make it different, you know, and I feel that's how it's going to be. There will be too many crashes and you don't know when your altcoin tops, right? Because there will be several tops. But on the safe side, somebody wants to be on the safe side and not worry about anything, you know, then just 1.5, 1.6, right? It is what it is. I'll give you an example. Look at Theta. Okay, Theta. Theta had a massive pump, okay? Massive, huge pump. Look at this. Theta pumped in coordination with the others chart. Let's put Theta next to others. Where is others? Okay, others. Look at the others in the last cycle. So things started to pump March of 2020, right? 15th March of 2020. 15th March. Right there. See? This is others chart and Theta chart. Right. Theta started to pump when others started to pump right here. Right. All the way up to May of 2021. Look at Theta, where we were in May of 2021. May, April, May of 2021. We were still up here, right? So we pumped massively, right? And at the top we were here. And how much did we drop since then? So the first drop in others, when others dropped, 69% drop in others. How much did Theta drop? Theta dropped 77%. Okay, 77%. And never came back to the top. Even others started to move up. Okay. Others went up again. So a lot of traders were like, yeah, man, we're going to go back up from here. We're going to go back up from here. We're going to have another move up. And Theta is going to go to $100 from here. Okay. That's what everyone thought, right? And boom, what happens? We go down. Never came up. Okay. So on the other hand, if you look at XE Infinity, say XE... XE Infinity. Look at XE. So in May, where was XE Infinity? In May of 2021. It was right here, right? In April, May, it made a top. It pumped massively, right? Then it crashed. Just like that, it crashed. Like everything, it crashed 77%. Like Theta crashed 77%, but Theta never went up. You know, what Theta did was Theta went like this. Like this. Right, this is what Theta did. But XE Infinity, it made, you know, from here, from the bottom, it went up another 5,000%. Okay, another 5,000%. So, in your mind, you'll be like, oh, this went up. So, there will be another pump. It can be like that. And you get screwed. You do a round trip like all the Theta investors did. Every one of Theta investor did a round trip. So, Theta is going to be massive, okay? I think Theta is going to be massive. Theta is ready for a pump. But, where are you going to get out of Theta? Okay? So, when? Is $16 enough for you? $20 enough for you? Or $80? Or there's a possibility between $150 to $300 Theta this cycle. How much greed and patience you have, right? Theta is sitting at 84 cents. What is good money for you? Okay? What is good money? How much risk are you able to take? Okay? At $14 is 16x. At $20, we are talking about 2,000%, 20x. It doesn't happen in real life, okay? I personally think Theta is going to go to 80 bucks, you know? 80 bucks, 50 to $80 Theta, you know? But will I be able to wait? Time will tell, man. You know? But you have to see, you have to understand, you accumulated $1 million. If $1 million drops to 75%, you're left with 250. There's no way, you know, anyone will be able to get out of that. You know, once you see that $1 million, you will not be able to get out at $250,000, even if you know that it's going to drop another 90% from there. Okay. When I told people to get out, you know, of Theta, I got so many people mad right here, okay, that I realized we made a mistake. And here, at $3.80, right here, I was like, this is the last opportunity to get out, you know. And I got so much hate, you know. At $4, $3, I said, we're going to go down, and it's going to be ugly. So, look at this, you know. But once you look at that $16 or $18 when your portfolio is sitting at, like, you know, a huge amount. If you've seen $100,000, your $100,000 right here at the top, and then you have to see that $100,000 75% drop, right? So you won't be able to sell at $4, right? Even if it's gonna go a lot lower than that. It went another 86%. Okay. So, you know, I would rather sell when my crypto, say for example, you are here or here, starts to move up. I'll start selling all the way, you know, in portions. Like sell here, sell some here. I would only leave 10% of my portfolio, leave it at the top. I'll keep on starting selling, you know. The moment I get 2x, 3x, I'll sell all the way to the top, okay? I wouldn't be like, oh, I'll pick one. So if I'm wrong, okay, in my statistics or charting, then, you know, you're taking profits at every massive pump, and then never come back. Every massive pump, that money, I'm never gonna put it back. You know, I'll take out, then I'll wait. You know, take another pump, I'll take some money out. Then I'll wait. Then every massive pump, there are levels where I will take some money out and leave 10%, 20% for the moonshot. Okay. That's what I'm doing. What do you expect Theta and TFIO will do this bull run? Bro, You know it. Jasper, good evening, Shrey. Good evening, brother. How are you? Shunman, what's up, Shrey? How about SHX? Can you look at that one? Later. Let me look at Swftcoin. Swftcoin. Look at the consolidation, man. There's always, as I said, any flash crash or any bullshit happens in between now and before the pump. It's all to scare you. Always, you know, right before every massive pump, if you look at any crypto, there's usually a flash crash. If something like that happens, then, you know, be prepared mentally if there is a flash crash, something like this, you know, right before, you know, every massive pump, there's a possibility that you come across something like this, like the way Theta did. You know, look at this. You know, you're already frustrated. You're going down, barely going up, not moving. Everything else is moving, and then boom, comes back down, right? Before it does a massive pump, okay? So something like this, scenario like this, you know, in some cryptos is possible, not all. Some cryptos, depends, you know, like say for example, you know, in Nacho it can happen. Nacho is right here, right? So if something like this happens in Nacho, I would not be shocked or taken aback because it's going to come back up, okay? It's going to come back up massively. So be prepared for something like that in your cryptos, you know. I am bullish, okay? That does not mean a flash crash straight down cannot happen, okay? It can happen to tear you down, okay? It can happen any crypto, you know, just like that Swftcoin. Swftcoin could come back down. You could have a downwards candle, but I'll be happy if that happens because that means that this bullshit phase is gone. If it comes back down like this, you know, a massive drop like this to this level, right? Then I know that now it's up only season, okay? If that happens. Until it, you know, until it drops to this level, I'm always skeptical that, you know, there's always a possibility. But here we once dropped and came back and touched this level 2-3 times. So I am just, you know, see here, this level, we came back down and kissed. Not just kissed, we stayed there for a long time, right? So, and we did that again here for Swift. So, is it the third time the charm? Can we do this? Yeah, it's always a possibility. We can come back straight back, you know, straight back down and then spend some time in September here. Right, September, October, and then boom, massive dildo, okay? Massive. 8 cents to 10 cents for Swftcoin. How it happens, you know, how it plays out, I cannot be, you know, pinpoint on small intricacies, you know? But we are very close, very close. Huge, massive pump is going to come. I am bullish as fuck, bro. Bullish, okay? I'm just glad that the wait is over, you know, all the bullshit sideways action. Soon, all that thing's going to go away. You know, I'm bullish until November and December. Whatever happens in between, you be like, Shrey, you were bullish, you know, in August and September. Oh, it's a dud month. What happened? You know, it can happen. But what I'm bullish about is until November, December. Whatever happens in between is just noise. Okay, take a vacation, do something, you know. If you're not able to take it, you know, that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. And some cryptos will behave like Bitcoin did in 2016, 17. Look at what, trauma. People have made a lot of money in Bitcoin, but it's not easy move up, okay? It's not easy. Look at this. Look at this trauma. This is all trauma, okay? Psychology. You're fucked psychologically. Look at this. This is pure trauma. Roller coaster ride. Start to finish. Roller coaster ride. So many fuck ups. Look at this. So many fuck ups. You think you're gonna outsmart this? You're gonna outsmart this? Like this? No, just wait until November. Don't touch your crypto. I'm not gonna touch my crypto. Let this happen. It's gonna be, the more you trade, the more you're gonna lose, okay? You're not seasoned. If I can lose, you get fucked. You try to be smart ass, you'll miss all this, okay? You'll miss all this. But there will be crypto. It'll not go up easily. It's going to be tumultuous like that while going up, okay? And you'll be like, oh, I could have sold this and made this much money. Oh, I could have sold this. Just forget about it until November, December. Let it be. Let it be. Do something else. Brian, BCH, boom. Only straight TV, baby. Straight BTC tops in October 2020. ETH tops in November. 10 alt tops in November. Last 2 weeks. I think so. There's a possibility. November, December. This is where I'll be taking profits. I'm not looking until November. Whatever happens in between is just noise. Noise. I'm not looking. It'll be very tempting. Very tempting. But I'm not touching. I'm going to keep my hands in my pockets. Or where. But it's going to be tempting. But just look at this beautiful chart, man. The only chart that I'm focused is on others. Others. Oh my God. This will be better than sex. I'm telling you, bro. You will not be able to forget. If you are lucky and in the right cryptos, bro, this is going to be massive. Just look at this. This is going to be, I'm telling you, this will be orgasmic pump. Okay? Right where this is. You don't want to fuck this up. Trust me, man. This thing's going to go up, and up from here. Like that. Okay? And that is massive. You have to understand, this market cap is in billions. $305 billion to $1.5 trillion. You understand how much money, is going to come into altcoins. It's crazy. But as I said, the first drop is going to be 75%. And I am not God. At $800 billion, it could happen at $800 billion. I'm thinking at 1.5 to 1.6 trillion, but I could be wrong, okay? I could be wrong. But that's what I'm thinking. I think 1.5 to 1.6 trillion, but am I going to wait until then? No, man. If my crypto pumps and we are sitting at, 500, 600 billion, I am out. If my crypto has made significant amount of money, it has reached certain levels that I'm bullish on, no YouTuber, no crypto guru I'm going to look at, I'm talking about for an average person. You have to see the weight, and finally you're getting this opportunity, Crypto runs are very short, okay? This is the run that we are going to get. You see this run? This is the final run. It was for 130 days, okay? This is what we are going to get. Final run, 130 days. So, what is 130 days from here? 130 days puts us January of 2026, you know, December of 2026. You know, depends where you count your final run from. If you count it from here, right, 130 days. Yeah, 130, 140, yeah, August end. So I would say I'm counting from here. Just look at this, okay? Give you an example. The bottom here. How long we stayed sideways, right? Like that, 798 days. Then about 130 days, 798, and then up for 420 days, okay? It'll be a little different here. 1200 days, okay? It was not 798, 1200 days. So you see the W pattern? W. A W pattern. Look at this. Beautiful W. Like that. I think it's going to be like this. Massive. So where can pullbacks happen? Why I was saying 800 billion, 600 to 800 billion. Yeah. You know, there will be pullbacks, but you know, just like it'll be this size pullbacks. You see, this pullback was, how big was this pullback? It was 18%, 20% pullback, right? So 25%, I would say 25% pullbacks while going up. Okay. But right now, I'm not worried about any big pullbacks. Not big pullbacks right now. Yeah. Very bullish. Very bullish. This looks just amazing. Just look at this. Being super conservative, still, you know. Look at this. Man. At least $1 trillion. At least $1 trillion. That is a lot of money. A lot of money. Okay, let's we have looked at Swftcoin. We were looking at Swftcoin. So what is going to happen to Swftcoin? Yeah, 8 to 10 cents is the next level for Swftcoin. Can we go down? Yes, we can go down to this level. Flash crash, always possible to this level before we go up. AVT. Guys, make sure to hit that like. Who is new here? What is SHX? SHX. What is SHX? Stronghold token? What is that? Stronghold token. And this looks very good, okay? This looks very, 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 very good. Okay, Stronghold. What is this? Stronghold. Is it? Yeah, man. This looks good. This looks... It's ready to just fucking moon like a motherfucker. Trust me. Bro. This looks very good. Stronghold. What is this? So what was the SRH? What was the ticker symbol? Ticker symbol was... Where did you go, bro? Shun Moon. SHX. Let's do SHX. Let's see where it is available. $147 million. Oh, it's on a lot of exchanges, bro. So for United States, I think it's Uniswap or yeah, it's just Uniswap. People in the United States, we have to buy it on Uniswap. It's not available on any big exchanges, but this looks, SHX looks ready, bro. Yeah, look at this. Just, you know, this is gonna go into price discovery straight up from here. When I say straight up, it's gonna be massive, bro. The next move up is gonna be massive. Massive move up. Look at this, man. As soon as we get out of this move, oh my God. You know. And you feel like you're alone. When you lost something worth it's a fucking 10-15x move. That is crazy, man. All I need is another chance to get back up and gotta let me try. Is another chance. This time will be different. I need to change a computer. This thing's become slow as fuck. Like the pipe up to feel like I'm doing fine. Chase space with whatever I'm chasing. Anything to leave my head. Where the mistakes feel like a lesson. And my mind is clear of the mess I'm in. Chase space with whatever I'm chasing. Anything to leave my head. When you falling back to ground again, how do you get up when your body's saying no? We've broken all that you have left. How do you take back? Yeah, I would say, yeah, man. At least 15x move is coming for this coin, SHX. All I need is another chance. This time will be different. Gotta let me It's just a wait time. When exactly it's going to happen? I think it's ready. The price discovery move is coming for this coin, bro. You know, it'll be like this. Okay. 25 cents to 40 cents. You know, it's 2 cents right now, bro. Yeah, 25 cents to, you know, you could see a pullback at 25 cents. Yeah, October, November, we could be sitting at 25 cents. October, November. SHX 618 is at 46 cents. Okay, for this being conservative, 46 cents. The wick could go, you know, above that. But yeah, man, this looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. God's rare creation, Aventus and Epic Cash. Do you guys feel a lag in the stream, or is it good? Do you feel a lag in the stream? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as viewers will experience. I don't know why that is happening. They want to slow me down, bro. They want to slow me down. Let me turn off a few tabs. Try to speed up. Hopefully it'll improve the speed now. Let's look at Aventus. My opinion hasn't changed about Aventus, bro. How long it's gonna drag? See, it stopped. This is a 786 level, so we'll go at least to $29. I feel, you know, $29, 29.28. The wick could go to 37. So that is, yeah, 14, 15x from here. Yeah, 28 to $42. Aventus. As of now, we are stuck in this channel. Depends how long we drag down, but you know the number, you know. Place to be careful is around $16. It depends on your greed level, bro. You know what I can say. $14, $15, 15, 16. Depending on your greed level, how far you want to take this. But that's, you have to be careful about this channel as well, right? If it breaks this, then $28 to $47. It's a small cap, so the wick could go higher, okay? But I feel, you know, it'll touch this line. If it crosses, if we go get out of this channel, then I think we will touch. The longer we wait, the higher we're gonna go, okay? So if it happens end of the year, then probably 40, you know, $40. Longer than that, Q1, Q2, then $70. Okay. For Aventus. We looked at Theta. Yes, we have looked at Theta. I want to do all these cryptos. Swftcoin, we did XYO. Okay, XYO. We are revisiting all the cryptos. Bro. I think a new all-time high for XYO. New all-time high for XYO. Next move up, a new all-time high. That would be, you know, that would be, yeah, I think 8x, 8 to 10x move for 8 to 10, maybe 12x. I would get, you know, 10 cents to be not greedy. 8 to 10 cents to be not greedy. You know, it would probably jerk you out, you know, like do this like that. 6, 7 cents, take a drop. Might not go and touch this just because it wants to fuck with you. And then one more move like that. It's possible. But depends on your greed level. That's why I said, even coming close to the all-time high right here. Right. Come and kiss 7 cents. That is a big move, man. Big move. That is a almost 6x. Almost 6x. Close to 6x move from here for XYO. You know, I would just put it this way. 6 cents to 8 cents. We could go, the wick could go all the way up to 12 cents. Okay. Never know. Okay. It depends on your greed level. When you're happy with 5x, 5 times the portfolio, I think the next move up will be at least 6 cents. 6 cents for XYO. Matt Arnold, yo, what's good, bro? When you get a chance, can you look at Stafi? I hope you're doing good, man. How was your weekend? Bro, we were doing a conference call. A couple of my Patreons, you know, and my buddies. And we were drinking and, you know, bitching about crypto and, you know, and getting drunk. That's how the weekend was. I won't be taking any vacations or going out until November, December. I am fully focused, always on, laser focused right now. So I work every day, 12 to 14 hours. But just sometimes it gets frustrating. So, you know, I have to have a couple of drinks. My diet and all that, it's just sidetracked. I started smoking back again. But yeah, my trip to Miami was really good. It helped me to, you know, focus back because there was a lot of stress accumulated. It helped. The Miami trip really helped. So, Stafi. Same thing, man. Nothing has changed with Stafi. I love Stafi because, you know, what's the full form of Stafi? STA stands for staking. Fee stands for finance. Staking finance. There is something called liquid yield. Okay? And Stafi is liquid yield. That means you're able to stake your crypto and earn yield without getting locked in. You're not locked in. You're able to sell your crypto. If the crypto pumps and you want to sell it, you can sell it. That's why I'm bullish on this platform. And this is not, it's agnostic to any chain, you know? It was built on Polkadot, but then now it can be on any chain. Cosmos, Polkadot, Ethereum, Solana, any chain. It's chain agnostic. So what's going to happen here? Look, can we do this like that and then go up? But that's the range. For me, for Stafi, this is the range where I'll be taking profits. You know. Where can it stop? Can it stop? Look. This is the channel. Okay? It tried to pierce this channel one time, got rejected. We could try another time here and get rejected. You know, we will face a lot of pressure, but I don't care. You know, I'm not looking, as I said, I'm not looking until November. Until November, I am not looking at what crypto does. Am I frustrated? Yes, I am frustrated. If it goes down, I won't be happy, you know. But can this happen? Yeah, always a chance. But this is the goal, 120 to 150. How it does it in between, it's irrelevant, you know. Will I be happy if it does that? But, you know, it could just move up, do this, you know, do this, and then go up. Or it could possibly just block large. It could pull a block large and just straight up, okay? I feel, you know, the chances are you make a V recovery. You make a V recovery. Like that. Okay. Are we going to have a V recovery or just go straight up? I don't know how, but I know the levels where it's going to go, right? So what it does in between, you know, this is like a 10x. 10x, bro. All I see in Stafi is a 10x. How it's going to happen, you know, it could fuck with us like this, okay? Where it goes up, and instead of reaching our level, it goes up like that, comes up to this level, and then comes back all the way back down, makes you wait, and then goes up. It creates another one. Okay. So, depends. You want to wait till this level, or you want to get out at a 5x. When it pulls a 5x, you want to get out because there's always a possibility of it coming back to this level, 75-80% crash. And there's no guarantee after that, okay? 75-80% crash. But this is the level, you know, that I'm looking at. We will look, you know, everyone's in an individual position where they stand. But this, you know, Stafi, I feel $7 to $10. $7 to $10. If it has to go to $7 to $10, then it might pull a block large move where it doesn't stop anywhere and it just goes straight up like that, straight up to this level, you know, do a crash and then move up like that, and boom. How it's gonna play out, but that's the level. Okay, and this level right here, where when I say this level, that means right there where it could pull back is this level right there. 70-80 cents. 70-80 cents. You know, a pullback could come here as well, right there. You know, because a lot of consolidation right here. Next move right here, Stafi, pullback. Right there as well. Okay, 2-3 pullbacks before we go up. But as of now, I don't see me particularly, just because I'm looking at the other chart. Okay, let me show you, let me share another chart with you. Very important chart. It's called the total. This is the total dominance, okay, of crypto total market cap excluding top 100. It's excluding top 100. So Stafi comes, it's probably $14 million market cap. So Stafi comes into this, okay? So when I'm taking profit in Stafi is when this dominance right here, when this, right now, the dominance is at 37 cents, 37%, 0.37%. When the dominance of this chart reaches 48, you know, I would say 54%, 54 to 55%. This is when I'm taking profits because I expect a big pullback, and we are not nowhere close to where I'm expecting this. Okay, there's a huge move coming for all these small caps. You know, how long will it make us wait? Can we do this? Just not move and do this like that, go sideways, and then, because when that happens, the move will be straight up. Okay, straight up. Okay, so how much patience do you have? Right, small caps are gonna move like that. Okay, straight up. So can we start going up from here? Yes, we can. But that's the range. I know the chart looks ugly right now. Let me redo this. But I have some levels that I've marked on this, and I don't want to ruin it. But this is the chart. Very important chart. When I'm taking profit from Stafi will depend how quickly we reach here? Can we reach by 31st of August? Yes, it's possible. You'd be like, oh no, we're right here, man. How is it possible? We can just go straight up, bro. Straight up. The next 4 or 5 days, just go straight up. That is a strong possibility that you know, huge possibility, okay, that can happen. But this is when I'm taking profits, when we reach between 53 to 55%, because I expect a huge pullback from there. That's the time, you know. We will see. I will see where Stafi is, where this is, and you know, if I want to trade. Until we reach this level, I'm not trading from any small caps. I haven't had a cigarette in over 2 years and still get craving to smoke every single day. It's a constant battle, especially when you are under a lot of stress. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Crypto gets you crazy, right? I'm 24/7 doing this. So, and especially after you drink, you know. I stopped alcohol for a while as well, you know, but there's no excuse, okay? That means you're weak, you know? That means I am weak. But, yeah. I have lost a lot of weight, you know. I've been at least sticking to my diet. I have lost considerably, you know, but I've lost my path towards, you know, I've lost from 222 pounds. I came down to 187. From 187 now I'm about 192. So I have to drop another 20 pounds, okay? So yeah, I am going to carry forward this journey. But let's look at Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. Look at the coiling, man. Just look at the coiling with Bitcoin Cash. How much it coiled. This thing's, when it's gonna go up, it's gonna go crazy, bro. You know, look at this. Just look at this, okay? This is Bitcoin Cash against Bitcoin. So $450 move, man. 450 to 500% move. You know, the wick could go, I would say 450 to 7-8x move, man, for Bitcoin Cash. You know, that's crazy. That is, it'll just go straight up. Whenever this consolidation breaks, it'll be a huge candle, okay? Huge candle. It'll be just like this, you know, goes straight up. It'll be just like this. These two candles like that, it just goes up like that. Small break right here. You could, you know, so a small break, possible break at 100%, you know, 90%, 100% move. 90 to 100% move would put us Bitcoin Cash. It's 589 right now. So where would it put us? 100% move, 90% move. Yeah, it would put us right $1,000, $1,100. Yeah, $1,100 to $1,200 move. Come close to the previous all-time high. Yeah, that's where Bitcoin Cash is going. You know, we would have a small pullback over there. Right, but for Bitcoin Cash to go up right now to, you know, flash crash to $200 always possible, to $300 always possible until we break, Bitcoin Cash breaks this level. I've been adamant about it. Until Bitcoin Cash breaks $700, you can't say, I can't get bullish on Bitcoin Cash until you break $700. Break $700 and you're going straight up to $1,100, $1,200 Bitcoin Cash. Okay, straight up. $1,100, $1,200 Bitcoin Cash, and get a small pullback and then, go up again. Bitcoin Cash, $4,000 Bitcoin Cash is coming near you. Okay, $4,000. Corbin, Shreya, appreciate you letting us know about Neon. You're the best to ever do it. Thanks for everything. Only have $200 in crypto, but someday I will repay you. No problem, brother. We start somewhere. Just the fact that you know about crypto and you're trying to learn, you are ahead of 99% people, okay? Just that you have this craving that I want to do something in life. I want to make it in life, just that spirit, will get you somewhere good in life. And with $200, man, I would fuck with meme coins. I would fuck with XEN. I would put some money in XEN. If you have really, really low capital, like $200, $500, then this is the crypto I would fuck with, I would not look at any other crypto. Highest margin possible. Either the money goes to zero or, I get a 20x to 50x. XEN. Okay. This crypto is called XEN. It's down 100%. Okay. 100%. Down 100%. Okay. This thing is down 100%. Look at this. Okay. Again, it could be a scam, bro, or it can disappear. Down 100%. Still available on a lot of crypto exchanges. Okay, XEN. Down 100%. So, if you have $200, then just pray to God that this don't get delisted or something bad happens, and the move, at least 20x, 30x move. I'm being conservative, but that's what I think, A moonshot possible, crypto like this. There's nothing left in this. 100% down. Okay, 100%. What goes down 100%? That's a bullshit coin. Okay, so either I would fuck with meme coins or this. Meme coins, or at $500, what's gonna happen if I lose $500? My world's not gonna change. Even $10,000, my world's not gonna change. At $10,000, I'll be looking at a 20x, 10x, minimum 10x. At $10,000, I would risk everything for $10,000, just to get a 10x. But anyone above $100,000 in the market should be very cautious. 100,000, 5x should be the goal. 5x. Yeah. After that, taking a huge risk, massive risk. Massive risk. If someone has $100,000 in the market right now, after 5x, that's, stupid. $500,000, you can buy a liquor store. $500,000, you can buy 2 townhouses, $250,000 each, which generates about $2,500 each rent. That is $5,000 every month without you doing anything. And $5,000. All the jobs will be gone, but people will need homes to stay. A liquor store, well, $500,000. If you run a liquor store, the liquor store would generate between $500,000 liquor store would generate at least $150,000. If you keep an employee, then, you know, $75,000 with an employee yearly, you know. If you run it by yourself, then I would say between $150,000 to $220,000, you know. So yeah, man, a lot of risk. You know, you can make that money, you know, because next 3 years you'll get this opportunity back, right? Why fuck with this? You know, yeah, $500,000. Don't fuck with this, you know. Again, I am some guy on the internet. Okay, you do what you gotta do, bro. But yeah. What are we looking at now? Bitcoin Cash, we did Stafi, MDT. MDT. Measurable data token. So this, we were in a channel right there. Let's put it this way. You're the prettiest I've ever seen so long ago. Before it all went down in flames, we were harder than it would be. How could we know that it was all wrong? We've been out of love yet for so long. Yeah, how could we know when it was all done? Yeah, now here we are and we are long gone. Live fast and die young. Tell me, do you wanna rewind for a while? Hot aid, red flames. Tell me, bro, I really wish. Yeah, I hope it doesn't do this, you know, like that, and then go up like that, okay? But MDT, you know, this motherfucker's going to $1, 80 cents to $1, you know, but like, this is the level where it has stopped majority time. So 50 cents, 50 cents, 45 cents, I would say 45 would be a pullback. That is 45 cents is a lot of money from here. A lot of money. 45 cents is almost 15x from here. 15x. What Measurable Data Token does it, you know, they sell your data. They have 3-4 apps that you log into those apps and give your data, your location, what you're buying, shopping, and stuff like that. And they share your data. All your data right now is with Google, Microsoft, Amazon. You know, data is the oil of any business. When a business has data, you know, if you're starting a business, especially an e-commerce, dropshipping business, or any other business, you need data. You know, what's selling, what's buying, what's trending, right? So that's what they're doing. They're putting your data on a blockchain, right? And they're selling it, right? So, and you get paid for it. You get paid for your data. You're sharing your data, you get paid. So that's what they are doing, Measurable Data Token, okay? So it tried to pierce this and got rejected, right? They do it this way. You're looking at $1, man. But what I'm looking, look. If I do the RSI, look at this song. What it's teaching people: live young, live fast, die young. That's what the song teaches kids. Live fast and die young. That means just, you know, do drugs, sell, you know, and die. 3618 is at 80 cents. 3618 is at 80 cents, bro. Okay. 618 right here. 2618 at 34 cents. 3618 at 82 cents. Yep. Big move, big move. Whenever that happens, I don't know. You know, can we come back down? Yes. But that's the level. That's the level. 50 cents, 80 cents. Measurable data token. Big, 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 massive move will happen. I missed that MDT trade from your Patreon. Very good call, Shrey. Sure, brother. You know, the market cap is so low, you know, and why am I pushing more towards Stafi and MDT? Because these are one of the rare cryptos which are available on every crypto exchange. Stafi is available on Binance. It's available on, you know, Binance US. It's available on Coinbase. It's available on Kraken. Same thing with MDT. MDT is on so many platforms. From now on, I'm not putting my money, which only one crypto exchange has it. You know, like for example, Augur. My balls are always in my mouth, you know, with Augur. I have Augur. You know, I made a ton of money in Augur, okay? I give Augur at 28 cents to all my Patreons. 28 cents. We're sitting at, you know, look at this. But it's only listed on Kraken. So, and these fucking people on their Discord are assholes. You know, they keep on talking about all bullshit, you know, that we're going to do a fork, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But look at this, where we stand right now. We break this, bro. I think we already did, you know, massive move up, okay? We bought here all, you know, put about 34 and then put a little $10,000-$15,000 more here. So altogether out, you know, put, I would say $34,000 to $40,000 in this, and that thing, you know, look, it did 3x, but a lot of sideways action, man. Imagine what a stress that I've been through, you know, through this bullshit. Give this coin on the Patreon, you know, 28 cents, 30 cents, went all in, sold all my cryptos and got into this. But so far so good, you know, it's just a stress, the sideways action, you know. Imagine this bullshit is in weekly. Imagine in daily how it looks. Look at this. Look at this accumulation, man. Look at this. So where are we going? That's where I think we are going. $18 to $20. I don't know when, you know. This thing gets delisted, money goes to zero overnight. Okay? From Kraken, it gets delisted, it just goes down straight to zero. So, you know, but look where it's going. Next move up. Next move up is $2.50 to $3. $2.50 to $3. $2.50 to $3. You know, obviously there will be a pullback right there, you know, like that. It goes up to 150, 170, have a pullback, come back down to 125 and then go up. Okay, like that. That's how I think it's gonna happen, you know. 150, 160, come back down to say $1.27, possibly $1.23, and then go between $2.50 to $3. That move is coming for Augur. AUGUR. LCX.
Last year we went to the eye. I remember you smile reflecting the light. We didn't care what tomorrow would bring. There was only right now, the sun was alive. I can still see you walk down the shore, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting for the answers. The answers. We can do it all again. I know. Somewhere down the line we're meant to come back home. We can do it all again. I know. I know.
80 cents to a dollar. 80 cents to a dollar for LCX. We will stop here. Next move would stop here. So a move, a nice 120, 150% move coming for LCX near you. Straight goes up, you know, boom. No more crashes, no more pullbacks. Straight goes up, you know, keeps on going up. Okay. Too much time wasted for LCX. Is just move up. Okay, straight up. So, like that. Okay. It's gonna go up like that. Have a pullback. You know, like that. Have some sort of pullback. And go back up again. Final move up. Alright. 80 cents to $1.20 would be the final move. 33 to 40 cents pullback. Hey Shrey, have you heard about Plu? Yes, I have. Big Trans Studio. Guys, is the stream lagging? Are you able to see? Is it pretty smooth, or do you have disturbance? Like, does it lag? What's the story? Let me know. It's all or nothing, bro. 100K to a million. Yeah. Yep. All or nothing. Vic. Yeah, you have more balls. Yeah. Yeah, you know, $10,000, $5,000. Yeah, I would, you know, I would find some shit coin, you know, that nobody has heard about and just go all in, like low cap. Why am I saying Stafi and all these coins I'm talking about? Because it's low cap, 14 million. Imagine just $500 million comes into Stafi, or 100 million. And this is what Stafi does. It's already generating money. You can, you know, people can do staking on it and earn yield. You'll be surprised how many people use DeFi on blockchain. A lot of people use DeFi. And they just need to find one hedge fund or venture capital and be like, oh, this platform looks good. Let's put 500 million in it. You know, overnight, boom, right? So I'm looking at the fundamentals and the chart. You know, that's why I like Stafi. Imagine Stafi going to $7 or $10. Stafi's $7 to $10 would put Stafi $7 to $10 Stafi. It's a 6x, man. 60x at $7. We could do majority crypto. What I mentioned on this chart. Tellor. We need to do Tellor and TRAC and Doge. Tellor, TRAC, and Doge. Tellor. Next move up could be $340. That's big, massive move, bro. For Tellor. Whenever that happens, I reckon it's going to be massive. To 7x move for Tellor. You know, we could go to $400. Yes. Just setting up, man. Setting up for a big move. Whatever happens between now and November, it's noise. Just listen to this. Whatever happens between now and November is noise. Do not let this opportunity go. Slip away from your hands. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You fuck up, man. No, there's no way I'm gonna fuck up this. That's why you get involved with Straight TV, baby. I'll open Patreon. Few spots, okay? Few spots in the Patreon. AJ, H-Ray, have you heard about Plu? Yes. H-Ray, have you heard about our research coin? Yes, RSC. So we did Tellor, we just need to do TRAC and Doge. TRAC and Doge. TRAC, TRAC. My buddy from Sweden loves TRAC. I love TRAC too. Babushka. Babushka. Tellor sitting at 41 cents. 41 cents. Might not have to wait until March or May, you know. We could just go straight up, okay? From here, like, boom, straight up. Like that. Straight up like that. It may not even stop at this range, you know. But I think it's done. Tellor OriginTrail consolidation is done. Big move for TRAC will happen. Yeah, man. 10x looks programmed for TRAC. $5 to $8. $5 to $8 for TRAC. Sitting at 41 cents right now. OriginTrail. Dogecoin. this little naughty guy. Straight up 68 to 80 cents. Yeah. Stops here a little bit, small pullback before it goes up to 70 cents. You know, that's where I think it's gonna go. You know, wick can go to $1. You know, who knows at this time, or it might wait, make you wait, but at least to 69.70 cents. Anyone, you know, after that, you're being a greedy motherfucker. Yeah. Look at the market cap of Doge and everything, you know, but massive move for Doge will happen. 69 cents. I would be even getting out at this 63 cents. I will never look back at Doge. Oh, Doge will go to $1, $2. I don't give a fuck. You know. Doge was the right time when I told you to get in. Doge was right here. You don't get into and expect make $1 million right here. This is when I was talking about Doge. You know, it was like, yeah, Doge is gonna pump. Doge is gonna pump. It was 7 cents. Okay, this is when you make money and hold. You know, this is when you make money and hold. It has come up. You know, still 200x. It went up 5x from there. You know, I called it right here, right here. Thanks, Ray. It's getting ready to hit US exchanges. SHX, really? Okay. You know, I'll be waiting, bro. I'll like it. SHX looks really, really good. It's just primed to pump. I love that chart. Love that chart. So the only chart that anyone needs to know is this others chart, okay? Why am I so bullish? It's because of the others chart, man. The Theta and everything else is gonna pump like MF. Others is except top 10. Except top 10, nothing has moved, which is gonna move. Massive move is coming. Massive, okay? So any flash crash, if that happens at all, disregard it, okay? Just fucking disregard it. This move, as soon as we get out of this coiling, look at the coiling. You know, I call it a spring. Spring. This is a spring ready to explode like that, okay? It's gonna bounce like a motherfucker. I love the coiling, you know. Okay, let's just chat. Have some questions, answers, you know. Let's talk to my buddies. Doginme. Lee's Doginme. Doginme. You know, you're dogging me. You can say that too. You're dogging me, bro.
I thought that we had something special. I thought I handled this so well. I know we had the right intentions, but somehow it came to an end. I was looking for a remedy. Now I better who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy. Now I better who's in front of me. Yeah. Push it back home.
Oh, I like it.
There you go. I
Me like it, my friend. Me like it.
When you home, I get unstable, I get unstable. Remember the first time I met you, the way that it made me feel. But later something changed between us, and now I don't know where we meet. I was looking for a remedy, now I don't know who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy, now I don't know who's in front of me. Yeah. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you home. I get unstable, I get unstable. I get unstable, I get unstable. I push you back, I hold you close. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you home. I get unstable, I get unstable. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you home. I get unstable, I get unstable. I get unstable. I get unstable. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get
Yeah, Doginme. Again, will we stop at this resistance? That's what I'm worried about. That can we do this before, at least a move to this level? 75-80% move possible. Even pull 100. Then can have a pullback before we go up. Okay. So 0.001. Yeah, 0.001. Yeah, 0.001. Oh, AIOZ. Sorry, Judd B. AIOZ. Sorry, I forgot. AIOZ. Yeah, it never came down to my level. Fuck it. Let's redo this. Can we come down to this level? I don't know, man. There's always a possibility. Until it... Let me clear this out. because I feel whenever it goes up, it's going to be fast, especially to this level. Whenever it goes up, it's going to be really fast. There's always a danger coming back to this region, bro. 10 cents before going up, okay? But as I said, I'm not looking anything beyond November. You know, whatever happens in between, I am not worried, because it could do this. You know, go back up like that, do this, you know, and go up like that. Or wants to fuck with you whole September, you know, nothing moves and it goes back to 10 cents, right? And then straight up like that, from 10 cents straight up to $2, okay? So what happens in between, I'm not worried. You just have to you know, suck it up until November. Chances of it coming down to this level, as I said, I am not trading, not touching until November. I'm not touching anything until November. Everything and anything is possible, yeah. But just the way the charts for others look, it doesn't seem like this thing's gonna come back down. So if I don't have any dry powder on the side at all, like zero. I have everything in the market. If it dumps, bring it on. Let it dump. You know, it's fine. I know what's going to happen by November, okay? So I'm not worried. Whatever happens in between, if I have to suck up this dump, I would suck it, because it's going to go up. Will I like it? No. But that's the level, you know, $2 to $2.20. I would say 180, 188 to 230. That's the range. Before it goes to $4 or $5, okay, if it all goes to $4 or $5. That's a big move from even here. It's a 4 or 5x move to $2. Bro, JASMY posted charts of JASMY on our Patreon. Yeah, this is the final move, I think. This is the final move. I wouldn't wait for this. Yeah. Final move for JASMY. Still a fucking 8-9x for JASMY from here. We made the call for JASMY right here. You know? 0.004. So yeah, consolidation is done for JASMY, bro. Yeah. So this big channel coming down, it just bothers me. So, you know, I would take profits right here. 16 cents or 20 cents would be where I'll be taking profits. That is still a 9x, 10x from here. Okay. 2 hours live stream. Okay. I made this live stream so that we have a record of all the predictions. Okay. I don't usually do that. I want to keep a record for my Patreon, for my history, you know, for whoever comes later on. All these people are going to come later on and they'll be like, oh, right, we didn't know about it. Yeah, you came too late to Shrey TV, came too late to the Patreon. You know, it'll suck. Anyone comes, you know, don't come to me in November that what coin should I invest? No, not in November. Anyone comes in November tells me, no, stay away from crypto. You're going to get fucked big time. Okay. So next few months, that's it. It's finished. Okay. We're coming to the close. The curtain's about to close. And, you know, whatever we have, you know, take it. And see you in 3 years. Okay. I'll see you later. Bye. Have a good day, good Sunday. Enjoy your evening. Love you all. Okay? Take care.